Moments after Jesus has died, I stand on the hill of Calvary, unconscious of the crowd. It is as if I am alone, my eyes fixed on that lifeless body on the cross. I see the crucified as stripped of everything, stripped of his dignity, naked before his friends and enemies, stripped of his reputation. My mind goes back to the scenes and times when he was spoken well of, stripped of success. I recall the heady years when his miracles were acclaimed and it seemed as if the kingdom were about to be established, stripped of credibility. So he could not come down from the cross. So he could not save himself. He must be a fraud. Stripped of support. Even the friends who did not run away are powerless to reach him. Stripped of his God. The God he thought of as his Father, who he hoped would save him in his hour of need. Finally, I see him stripped of life, this existence here on earth that he, like us, held on so tenaciously and was unwilling to let go of. As I gaze at that lifeless body, I slowly understand that I am looking at the symbol of supreme and total liberation. In being fastened to the cross, Jesus becomes alive and free. Here is a parable of conquest, not defeat. It calls for envy, not condemnation. So now I contemplate the majesty of the man who has freed himself from all that makes us slaves, destroys our happiness. In gazing at that freedom, I think with sadness of my misery. I am a slave to public opinion. I think of the times I am controlled by what society will say and think of me. I am driven to success. I see the times I run away from challenges and risk because I hate to make mistakes or fail. I am enslaved by the need for human consolation. How many times I was dependent on the approval and the acceptance of my friends and their power to assuage my loneliness. The times I was possessive of my friends and lost my freedom. I think of my enslavement to my God. I think of the times I tried to use Him to make my life secure and undisturbed and painless. Also the times I'm enslaved by fear of Him. Finally, I think of how I cling to life, how paralyzed I am by fears of every kind, unable to take risk for fear of losing friends or reputation, success or life or God. And so I gaze in admiration at the crucified, who won his final liberation in his passion when he fought with his attachments, let go of them, and conquered. I see the lines of people everywhere who will kneel today, Good Friday, in adoration of the crucified. I perform my adoration here on Calvary, completely unaware of the noisy crowd around me. I kneel and touch my forehead to the ground. desiring for myself the freedom and the victory that shines out in that body on the cross. And in my adoration, I hear those haunting words re-echo in my heart. If you wish to follow me, you must follow with your cross. And those other words, unless a grain of wheat falls into the earth and dies, it remains alone. But if it falls and dies, it bears much fruit.